So let me take you back to March 2020. I was sitting at my desk watching the Dow free fall like it had no bottom. Red everywhere, phone silent, clients panicked. Fast forward to today, and guess what? It just happened again. The Dow Jones got slapped with its worst one-day loss since that brutal March 4 years ago. And the reason? Well, Donald Trump just broke the internet and the stock market with one move. But this isn't just about politics or Wall Street. It affects your 401k, your job, your credit, and your wallet. So just before we take a deep dive, it's imperative you hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified the minute we produce another game-changing video that affects your finances. I promise you'll appreciate it. Now buckle up and let's plunge straight in. So yesterday, President Trump announced sweeping new tariffs, a minimum 10% tariff on all imports and up to 60% on select countries like China. And within hours, the Dow nosedived nearly 1,700 points. The S&P 500 lost 4.8%, and that, my friends, is about $3.1 trillion in market value just gone. The Nasdaq, well, that cratered 6%, its worst day since March 2020. So we're talking about Apple, Amazon, Nike, all icons of the market, all down hard. Why? Because tariffs don't just hit overseas companies, they raise costs for American businesses. They choke supply chains and they scare investors into dumping stocks. So let's talk real world fallout. When it comes to retailers, Nike dropped more than 14%. When we talk about tech giants, Apple slid over 9%. When it comes to global investors, many are pulling out of the US markets altogether. And if you're wondering, Steve, what does this have to do with me? Well, here it is. Your 401k just took a huge hit. Interest rates likely to spike if inflation ticks up. Small business loans, well, they could dry up if credit gets tighter. And here's the real kicker. There's one massive ripple effect that absolutely nobody is talking about, and it could destroy the housing market if this escalates. So stick around. I'm going to break that down in just a minute. Meanwhile, France's President Macron already urged caution on US investments. Rumors of retaliatory tariffs from China and the EU, well, they're spreading fast. Economists are screaming the word stagflation. And that, by the way, is when you get the worst of both worlds: high inflation, slowing economy, and no growth. It's not a great recipe heading into this year. Now, here's where it gets really wild. There's talk that Trump's next move could involve US Treasury manipulation or currency controls. Now, that's something we haven't seen since Nixon in 1971. Could the US dollar actually be weaponized next? Well, that's exactly what I'll be covering in an upcoming video, and you really won't want to miss it. So do me a favor, guys. As usual, drop a comment. Do you think these tariffs will protect US jobs or wreck the economy? And please share this with someone who owns stock right now. They need to know what's coming. So until my next video, stay safe and, more importantly, stay informed. Have a great day, guys.